going to the clubs.
Yes. I don't have to worry about getting shot at.
Oh, wow. Wow.
I don't have to worry about contracting an STD.
Wow. That's
There's a lot of
amazing.
worries that I don't have to worry. There's a lot of freedom in it.
That's it.
There's a lot of freedom in it. You know, I don't have to worry about them things.
That's it. I want to just share a brief testimony. We won't go down the panel necessarily with that question. Because we have a few. But I remember I was in college. I was attending Johnson C. Smith University, and this particular night, you know, the band, we had a game, home game. Everybody was just excited. I mean, we were just ready to hit the club. We were ready to go party, and it was always in the back of my mind. It seemed like I would always hear my parents telling me, "Don't go there, don't do that." Because when I was younger, see, I was the oldest out of the three. And I couldn't go to the school dance at high school. Some of us got a lot of freedom now. Our parents let us go to the school dance. I couldn't go. After that game, guess what they said? Yo, 10 o'clock, be back at this house. 10 o'clock. And so I had that strict discipline. I had to follow those orders, and I decided when I get out, I said, well, I'm going to try it my way. And I can tell y'all right now, even though your parents telling you what to do, you're going to try it your way. But here's what you're gonna remember for the rest of your life. You're gonna always hear that voice in the back of your head telling you, no, don't do it. And it's nothing but the grace of God that's gonna keep you and cover you. Right. So this particular night, we went to the club, and a shooting happened. And while we were in there, we were down there off of 16, I believe, Brother Trey, you might know where it is, off of 16, it was the Savoy at the time. And we was in there, and we were young and dumb, thinking we having fun. And all of a sudden, I heard a bullet says, pew, went by my head. I don't know where it was. I heard it, so it had to have been close. Only thing I did was I dropped down. And I said to God, while I was crawling on the club floor, while everybody was down, I said, Lord, I promise you, I'll never go to another club another day in my life. I was crawling, y'all. I was crawling. I never felt so scared in my life. It seemed like my life flashed before my face. And while I was crawling, and see, you know, you think you're hiding stuff from your parents and hiding stuff from people. While I was crawling, I dropped the keys to the truck in the club. Went back the next morning asking them, hey, can you get in? Let me get in. Let me find my keys. We went through, turned everything up. No keys were in there. I had to call my parents. I said, I lost the keys. I didn't tell them why. But I said, I lost the keys. I need y'all to bring the keys all the way to Charlotte so I can crank up the truck. So I called myself trying to pick the lock, and I messed the ignition up. So I caused them more headache. If I would have just listened to like they said, don't go to the clubs. They had to drive all the way from King Street, 3 hours to Charlotte, put the truck on the trailer to drag it back home to get the thing fixed. I said all that to say this. You will find yourself stepping out of the will of God. And when there's a call on your life, when you're destined for greatness, there's always going to be something that's going to happen that's going to scare you and bring you back to where you know God has called you. I want to encourage you, don't take a chance with your life. Let me tell you, when there's a gift on the inside,
because the key, the violence of the storm is not in the center, it's on the outskirt of the storm. But what they do is get in the center of the storm, cut the motor off, and the storm would take you to the shore. So in life, if we would just rest in the Lord, do what the word tells us to do. When storms come in our life, you need to just shut your engine off. Continue to praise God. Because that storm is going to take you to where you need to go. And I heard a sermon preached years ago. Tough time doesn't last, but tough people do. So you got to outweigh the storm. You got to ride it out. And if we ride it out, you're going to see God's word works.
We have to get a relationship with him. We have to know Christ in a part of our sin. We have to become a part of this royal family. And once we become a part, our mind is going to change. It's going to change as the mind of Jesus Christ. And so it's going to take us come together as one, because the scripture said, together we stand, but divided we fall. So if we all can come together,